Hi guys, it's Hemba here, coming to you live from Portsmouth. So this is a different kind of live, one I haven't done for some time. This is not about makeup, this is about the purpose of life. Now the other day I was lying down in bed, unable to sleep, and thinking about the deep, heavy questions that we all think about. Now if you come on, just share, just share. And I was thinking, what is the reason we were put on earth? What is the purpose of life? And really, there's lots of deep answers floating around, right? But honestly, if you think about it, the hints have been there right from the time we were born. Like, this could be a really depressing story. If you're easily depressed, then I suggest, just log off now and don't hang around, because this is not a happy story. It's not going to have a happy end. But think about it. A child is born. There's one parent who has to be there, obviously, mum. There's another parent who may or may not be there. There's many reasons why they might not be there. One of the reasons is because they have a job. So there's a job keeping the other parent away from, being there when that child is born. Well, we don't know. It could be anything. And then things sort of move on from there, right?
I've got you an apple.
Thank you, darling. Isaac got me an apple. And then children start to grow up. They turn up as he's just done. They're trying to play. They're trying to talk. And like, no. Mommy has to work. Mommy has to work. It's all to do with the job, isn't it? And then they get school age. They start school and they get homework. And you need to do your homework. And you're like, with that attitude, you're not going to get good grades. You're not going to get a job. Are you seeing where this is going? There's a trend there, isn't there? There's a pattern. There's something unfolding slowly that we're failing to recognize. And then the child, obviously, because they're perfect and they're angels, they adjust their attitudes, they improve their grades, they get into good schools, they get into good universities, they finish with top grades, and they get a job. They get a job. And what happens next after they've got a job? They're married. They think they're single, but they're married. Every morning you get out of bed, whether you feel like it or not, whether you're hungover or not, you go to this job. You spend a third of your day at least, maybe longer, depends on the job you're doing things you don't like sometimes, around people you can't stand half the time, and you don't stop. In any other area of life, you'd say no. But you know what? This is the reason we were born, to have the job, to please the job. So you just keep going and coming back. And then maybe you get married in the traditional sense, like to an actual human being, apart from being married to the job. So it's almost like a, kind of love triangle, or maybe love-hate triangle, who knows? You're cheating on your spouse. We spend more time with the job than we do with our spouses, right? So really, who are we married to? Really, right? So you're married to the job, and then you say the job doesn't define you. Fine, one could argue that the job doesn't define you. Say you lose your job. What does that do to your life? People start to look at you funny, like, he doesn't have a job. Like, what is his life without a job? So honestly, the job is the reason anybody was born. So if you don't have a job, you lose your social standing. People don't ask you out when they're going drinking anymore because they're sick and tired of paying for your drink. And generally, you just realize that, oh my God, to regain my respect in society, I need to get a job. So you go out, you do anything legal, illegal sometimes, just to get another job. And then, so you've got this job, you hold on to it like life itself. You hold on to this new job like life itself. Like, you know what life was like without the job. You can't afford to lose this job. So you do your best at this job, slogging at this job every day in, day out. You miss the school plays, you miss the netball matches, you miss the carol services, because the most important thing is the job. I know we say that, kids matches and sick parents are important. If they were, then we'll leave the job and go, but we can't. The job is obviously more important. It's a sad truth, but it is. It is. So you hang on to this job, and then you get to a point in your life where you just think, the end is in sight. It's been long, it's been hard, but the end is in sight. Now, for some people, that was like 60s. For some people, that was 70s. For some people, it's going to be 80s and 90s. And I'm talking to like people like me and you. We're going to be going to that job in our Zimmer frames. I'm laughing. It's not even funny, right? So finally, the job lets you go. There's like, it lets you out of the marriage. You're divorced now, legally. Leave the job, go home, live your life. Oh, sorry. Live your life, look after mom, go to the school plays, you know, go to the graduation. But guess what? All that's gone. Mom's not there anymore. There's no school play to attend. All the netball matches are over. The job's over. You might have lost your health. And then guess what? Time to die. So if you look at it, from the moment you're born to the moment you die, there's one thing that dominates our lives. And it's work. And you know what? If you feel judged by anything I've said, can I just put my hand up and say I've got a job? I do have a job as well, so I'm not criticizing anybody. But I think it's taken me a long time. But I have come to the realization that our jobs are our lives. You know, I don't know, we didn't choose it, we didn't make it what it is, but the job is life. Now you might ask, what's the alternative? Wherever there's a job, you're working for somebody and you're making somebody else rich. Who is that somebody? How do they get into that position? What are they doing? That is a question. For me personally, I just thought, you know, I really need to stop and ask this question, because hang on a second. I know I need the money. I know I need the lifestyle. But you get to a point where you have the money, you don't have the life. Like, come on, guys. There must be an easier way. What are we going to do? And that's when I went into business. Now, lots of people, when they think business, like, oh my God, they just get a headache instead. Like, I haven't got time. I haven't got energy. Yeah, that's right. Because you're so busy working at the job. So what is the solution? Are we genuinely, truly, honestly prepared to work well into our 70s and 80s every single day? Or work half the time and sacrifice dreams and pleasures and luxuries I would have loved? Or decide, I'll stay home, you work, so that one person misses out on everything and the other person is resentful that the other person never helps out, whereas, well, they're out working and paying for everything else. Do you see what I mean? I think it's just a no-brainer. Everybody should be thinking about creative ways to use the money they earn from the job to invest or start a business, so that you can divorce that job early and live life while you still got life, while you still got health, and you still got things to attend to. That is the way I see it. I'd love to hear a different opinion. I'd love to hear if you got a better idea. And that's why I went into business. That is honestly why I went into business. After years of studying, years of working, I just thought, you know, this treadmill never ends. Now, if you've been having these thoughts, if you've ever been to work and thought, this could work better a different way, if you've ever had a creative thought, even as a passing thought, then you should be in business. So I think that's something to think about. If you had a dream you've always wanted to chase, I'd encourage you to look into it. If you have no idea whatsoever where to begin, drop me a message and we can talk. And guess what, guys? I intend to do this every Sunday night, 8:30. So if you enjoyed this, please leave a comment, please tag a friend, please give me some hearts, and I'll see you next week, 8:30. Good night.